Good afternoon, students. Today we can learn one important concept, that is projection of a body from a top of a tower. Okay, students. So now consider an object is projected from the top of a tower. So this is the tower on the ground. So you consider this is a tower or a building on the ground. So this is a tower. Okay, students. And this tower height is, so projection of a body from a tower or a building. You can consider a building or you can consider a tower also. So, and now this is the ground level, this is the horizontal level or ground. Okay, students, and this is the ground level. Fine. And this tower is, the height of the tower I am taking h. So height of the tower is h, small h. And from this height of the tower, we are throwing a stone with an initial velocity. This is the stone, and from this tower we are throwing the stone with an initial velocity u, vertically upward direction. So like this we have thrown. Okay, students. So what will happen we know. So we have thrown this with an initial velocity u. It keeps going upward direction with a decreasing velocity. Okay, students, it reaches some height. Okay, and as it is going up, its velocity decreases, we know, because it is moving against the earth attractive force. Earth is pulling that object downward, the stone is going upward, earth attraction is in the downward, so speed decreases. At certain height, its velocity becomes 0 and again it will fall down. For our clarity, upward journey, downward journey also along the same path. For my clarity, I am just drawing the line like this. It will follow this kind of path. Okay, students. And from here we projected, so that is from the tower we projected the object with an initial velocity u. It reaches some height. Okay, so and it reaches like this, it falls in the same direction only, but for our clarity we are drawing like this. See, this is the foot of the tower. If I take this point is A, okay, foot of the tower I am taking the point A, and this is B, the maximum height point I am taking C, and this is the A, B, C, and this is the point D I am taking. Okay, students. So like this, going, coming and falling on the ground. Okay. So then I want to find what is the time taken to reach the ground. So from this tower, the tower height is h, we have projected. How much time it is taking to reach this ground? I want to find it. Okay. And with what velocity it is striking the ground, I want to know that. And what is its displacement at any instant of time also we want to know it. And for this situation we have to do one thing, students. This is the point of projection. So here we know that here B is the point of projection. From this point of projection, if any vector quantity is above the point of projection, so you consider as upward direction as positive. This is the point of projection. If any physical quantity is upward, and this point of projection, that is called B, we will take it as the reference point. So this B is called reference point. So B is called reference point or reference plane you can consider, and from this B point, if anything that is upward motion, So you consider the upward direction, okay, positive, and a downward motion you consider the negative. So downward, so that is called downward motion you consider negative. If anything is above this point of projection, you will consider the positive things, okay, like velocity, displacement, height, anything. From this point, if you have the velocity of an object at any instant, you consider it is positive, and anything below you consider negative. So downward motion we are considering as a negative. And this is our tower, and height of the tower is h, you know. Fine students. So at 0 seconds I have projected. After t seconds it reaches the ground. Okay. So after t seconds it reaches the ground. And see, dear students, here the object is moving in a straight line, but to and fro motion is there. It is moving upward and downward also. In the same straight line, it is moving upward direction and okay students. So at 0 seconds, B is the point of projection we know. So B is the point of projection we know, and D is the final point. Okay students. Yeah, fine. So now see, it takes some t seconds to reach the ground. Okay, then I am using the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square equation I am using. So S is equal to ut plus half at square. So this is the initial point and this is the final point, means it will go and fall here only. This displacement is downward direction. This is the initial and this is the final. This will be the displacement. So displacement is in the downward direction. I have to take S is equal to minus h. So 0 seconds. This is the 0 seconds we projected here. After t seconds it reached to here. So this is the initial point and the final point. This will be the displacement. Displacement is in the downward direction. To take S is equal to minus h. And this initial velocity u, upward direction. And from this point of projection, you can consider this is the point of projection also. So P, point of projection. Consider this is the reference line or the reference point. Initial velocity is above the point of projection, so it will be positive. So time is a scalar quantity, no need of writing positive, negative. Okay. And acceleration due to gravity is always downward direction, because earth attractive force is in the downward, whether it is going upward or downward. See, this is our point of projection. Acceleration due to gravity downward. Earth attractive force is downward. So acceleration due to gravity downward. So A will be minus g. So 1 by 2 into A is minus g, and you have the t square. Then you got C like this. See students, minus h is equal to ut and minus into plus minus half gt square. This is the equation, you got it. And multiply with minus on either side. Then you will get h is equal to, if you multiply this equation with minus n, then h is equal to minus of minus h. So multiply with minus, it will become plus, and multiply with minus, it will become plus. So minus half dt square, it will become plus, and minus ut. Means if they ask you the height of the building, you can use this equation directly. So when some object is projected from the top of the tower or a building or something, and it reaches the ground after t seconds, they have given the t value. If t is known and initial velocity u is known and g is a constant, you can calculate the height of the building. So h is equal to half gt square minus ut you can use. Otherwise, with the sign conventions, what is the equation I got, you see students? So S is equal to ut plus half gt square. The equation I got like this. What is this? So minus h is equal to, so I got it. See students. So that is, I have written like this, and this is the h value I will take that side. So you take this h value right hand side. Then what do we have here? Half dt square So we have half gt square, half gt square we have, and minus ut we have, and this plus h comes left hand side, it will become minus h. That is equal to what, students? 0. Okay, students, and you know half g is a constant and initial velocity is also constant. We will project with some initial velocity u, that is also constant. Then so multiply with 2, then it will become like this. See students, gt square minus 2ut and minus 2h is equal to 0. Okay students, g is a constant, 2u is a constant, height of the building is also a constant. Then t square minus t plus some constant is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation. So this is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. So what will write, students? It is a quadratic equation. So what is that in terms of t? It is a quadratic equation in terms of time t. In terms of time t, students. So we have like this, see, g into t square minus 2ut and minus 2h is equal to 0. So I want to get its roots, then I will get the values of t. Then I am comparing, so ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Compare with our standard quadratic equation. So means x square coefficient, this is a quadratic equation in x square, this is a quadratic equation in t square. If you solve this equation, you will get the roots of x, and if you solve this one, you will get the roots of t. So that is the t means time taken. So t is the time taken to fall the h height. That is the total height of the displacement. So here it is a displacement only. Fine. Then you know a value is equal to g. Then roots we are going, x is equal to, roots of this x is equal to minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay students, so x coefficient is b, here t coefficient minus 2u, then roots of x, so x is equal to minus b, so instead of b you have minus 2u, minus of minus it will become plus 2u, and plus or minus b square, b means this is, if you square it, 4u square minus 4 into, so a value is z, 4g into c value is minus 2h, this is the c and this is minus 2h, c value, and minus of minus it will become plus 2h under root by 2 into a value is g, means you are getting 2g. So this is a roots of x, and here it is the roots of time t. So then t we are getting, t is equal to, so how much we are getting? See students, 2u plus or minus 4u square, so 4u square, 2 into 4, 8gh, so 8gh by 2g. Okay students, that is the time equation. Okay students, the time equation we got it, 2u, so plus or minus this much we got it. So now I can take this t equation, so then t is equal to, take 2 common. If we take 2 common, so what is left? U plus or minus 2 we already taken common. So u square plus what is left 2gh by, so by how much you have, by 2g you have. Okay students, 2u you have 2 I have taken common, and 4 take it common, u square is left, 4 take it common, 2 is left, 4 out of the root it will become 2, that 2 I have taken common, this dt gets cancelled. Then t is equal to, so you get u plus or minus u square plus 2gh under root by, what do you have, by g you have. Okay students, and here see students, this is the called discriminant. Okay, this discriminant value, so this you are squaring this, so it will value, it is totally positive, you know, and this value is totally greater than u. So u square plus 2gh, already u is there, you are squaring it and you are adding some positive quantity to this, that is called 2gh. That's why this total value, you take the square of the root of the total value, we will get it is greater than u. That's why this time equation value, what is we have here, you have to take only the time value, how much time it takes to reach the ground. You have to take only positive, because if you take negative, it is the dominating value, you will get the t value negative, it doesn't possible. Time is a scalar quantity, cannot be negative. So that's why t is equal to u plus, what will write students, u square plus 2gh whole root by, what will write, g. So take only this positive sign. So here take only this positive sign. Here take only positive sign for t value. So that is for t value we have to take only positive sign, students. So like this is the time taken, you got it. So there is a positive value I have taken, and you know the reason why we should not take negative. Okay students, now we can discuss some of the cases. So this is the total time taken. This is the total time taken to reach the ground. Okay students, and we can calculate like this also. So for example, from here we projected the object. So from here we projected the object. It takes some time to reach this maximum height. This is the maximum height attained. Okay students. So because from here onwards it is going up and reach the maximum height. When its velocity becomes 0, still it cannot go any further height. So it will fall downward direction. So this is the maximum height when its velocity becomes 0, and again it is picking up the speed in the reverse direction and coming down, and it strikes the ground. It strikes the ground with certain velocity. It strikes the ground with some velocity v. Okay students, so this v I want, and you know this is the point of projection. This is we have taken positive, so that v you can calculate by taking the equation. So velocity on reaching the ground. So now we want to write velocity on reaching the ground. Velocity on reaching the, what is that students, ground. So that is we are going to find it. Okay students, so now again I will use the sign conventions. This is the point of so that is this is the point. So upward positive, downward negative. Anything upward positive, anything downward negative, we know. So initial velocity so is upward. So I want velocity. So I am using the equation v square minus u square is equal to equation I am using. So this is the final velocity, it is in the downward direction. So I will write minus v whole square, and initial velocity, so this is the point of projection, initial velocity is above the point of projection, so you have to take positive. So you take minus u whole square and 2 into, from this point of projection, so this is the displacement, v square minus u square equal to, you write 2as. Okay students, that is called 2as or 2ah, your wish, anything. Okay, so the starting only I have written height of the building is downward. So from the point of projection, height of the building is downward. So h is negative, g value also negative, minus g and minus h. So then minus v whole square, it will become v square, and in the formula you have minus. Okay students, and in the formula we have minus, and minus u square, minus u whole square, it will become u square, and minus of minus it will become plus, so you will get 2gh. So then v square is equal to minus u square goes that side, it will become plus u square plus 2gh. So then v value will get u square plus 2gh whole root, we can write it. So this is the velocity of the object on reaching the ground. V is equal to u square plus 2gh. See students, this is the equation we are using. So what is the equation I am using? V square minus u square equal to 2gh I am using. It is a scalar quantity equation. If you do not take any signs also, nothing will happen. Because if you take v value positive or negative, you are squaring it, again it will become positive. U positive or negative, you square it, it's positive or negative, you square it, again it will become minus u whole square, it will become plus u square. And g is a vector quantity, and height is also a vector quantity. So dot product of two vectors you are doing, you will get a dot product of two vectors, you will get a scalar. So you get some numerical value only. Okay students, so no need of sign conventions for this problem. So v square minus u square equal to, you are getting, so 2gh, and use sign conventions, so then you are getting like this. And see students, so next one is, so next one we are going, so displacement after any instant of time. So displacement after any instant of time I want to find it, then I'll use the equation. For example, I projected from here, after a certain time it is reached to here, this is the initial point and this is the final point, this will become the displacement. So then for the displacement I will go s is equal to, so for the displacement I will go s is equal to ut plus half a t square. Okay, and you know u is positive, so because, so above is positive, you know, so ut is the positive and a is negative, minus half dt square, so minus half dt square, you will get the displacement. Okay students, and if you are getting this ut minus half dt square, okay, is the value you are doing. If you are getting this displacement is 0, you are getting the displacement is 0 means we projected here and again it is reached to here, means it is reached to the same plane in opposite direction, then displacement will be 0. If this half dt square value is exactly is equal to ut, then displacement will be 0. The displacement will be 0. And if the displacement is positive, it means that it is somewhere above the point of projection. And you projected from here, and after some time you are calculating the displacement, because you know the value of u, you know the value of time. For a particular time, what is its position? You are finding the position means we are finding the displacement. Position means displacement in the kinematics. Remember students, you are finding the position, and you know the initial velocity, and you know the time, you are finding the displacement. We are finding the displacement. If you are getting positive means it is somewhere here or somewhere. So somewhere above the point of projection only. It can be here or it can be here or here anywhere. But it is above the point of projection. And displacement you are getting negative. For example, So I don't know the displacement. I'm using this formula, I'm calculating. While calculating the displacement, I got 0 means it has reached the point of projection plane. It has reached the point of projection plane in opposite direction. Displacement positive means it is above the point of projection. It may be here or here or here or anywhere. If it is here, the displacement will become maximum height attained. So the displacement becomes maximum height attained. So this is the height of the tower and this is the maximum height attained. And for this maximum height we have the formula u square by 2g, we have the formula already with what velocity we have projected. And displacement is negative we are getting means it is below the point of projection. So displacement you are getting negative means it is below the point of projection. These are the points regarding the finding displacement. And finding velocity v square is equal to u square plus 2g h you are calculating. So and here also, so you do this one students, v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. Okay, this is velocity on reaching the ground. So this is called v square. V means this. And velocity at any instant, if you want velocity, what is the after reaching to here, let us consider its velocity is v1. Or velocity at any instant I want, then I'll use, so v square is equal to u square. So I will follow it. So then I'll use it u square plus 2a, and if I know the displacement, a is g, you know. Okay, and if I know the displacement, then I'll write the displacement h value. I'll write, I'll get v square, and to find v I will calculate v. If that v I am getting negative means it has reversed the direction. V is negative means it has reversed the direction. V is positive, it is going upward. Okay, and v is 0, and v is 0 means it has reached the maximum height. Okay students, now these are the points. And so next one is, and the next one you see students, and see we projected from here with an initial velocity u. Okay, now case 1. So now first case, students, see we projected from here with an initial velocity u, and if t, you find the t, first case, first one, if t is less than u by z, because from here you projected with an initial velocity u, it takes u by z time to reach the maximum height, and again u by z time to reach the same point of projection plane in the reverse direction. If t is less than u by z, object is moving upward, stone is moving upward direction. Stone is moving upward, stone is moving, so upward direction. Stone is moving in upward direction. Okay students, and the second one, and if t is, so if t is greater than, if t is u by z, exactly is equal to u by z, means it has reached the maximum height. So stone reached the maximum height. Stone is at maximum height. Stone is at maximum height from the ground. Stone is at maximum height from the ground. And the third one, if t is greater than u by z, t is greater than u by z, but okay, but less than 2u by g. Okay students, t greater than u by z but less than 2u by z means it has reversed the direction, it is moving in the downward direction. So greater than u by z, already it has reached to here, and more than that u by z but less than 2u by z means it is somewhere here, somewhere it is in the downward journey. So it is in the downward motion. Stone is in the downward motion. So it is in the downward motion. So stone is in the downward motion. Okay students, and fourth one, if t is equal to 2u by z, if the time t, already we derived the value for t, if the t is equal to, the time value is equal to 2u by z, it reached the same point of projection plane. It reached the point of plane of projection. It reaches the point of plane of projection. Point of plane of projection in opposite direction. So in opposite direction. Okay students, so means it is reached to this plane. And next, if time is greater than 2u by z, if time is greater than 2u by z, then it is below the point of projection. It is moving down but below the point of projection. So it is moving below the point of projection. Stone or object moving below point of projection. So below the point of projection. So this is the data we will follow for the height of the tower. Okay students, from exercise problem number 42 onwards, you try how many numericals you can do your own, and all difficulty problems numbers you post for me, I'll tell it solutions. So all difficulty models and every model problem I will cover. Remaining numericals you have to keep solving yourself, and behind that my supporting hand will be there. Okay, and management is supporting me to guide you well, so I will support to you. You please keep solving your problems, and for every concept, related concept, you do the numericals. If you have learned time of ascent, time of descent, maximum height, and only upward journey motion you have seen, so you do the numericals related to that. If any problem is making you trouble, then you round that problem, try sometimes, still you are not getting, don't waste much more time at that problem, leave that at that instant and go for another problem, and try that later, or post the problem for me or discuss with your friends and keep solving the problems. Thank you all.